haven't really played that many Kirby games.
I haven't really played any. Literally.
I mean, I played one of the Game Boy Advance ones and Kirby 64.
That's pretty good.
I only know of the 4Kids television series from Cellular Financial when I used to watch Sonic X.
Back in the day of the Saturday morning cartoon block. Those are good times.
They're bringing it back. They're bringing Star Wars back. They're bringing the second best. Okay, hang on. It's like, oh, shoot. It's like one pony. Like two gravity. Three Avatar. Yeah.
Legend of Korra.
4 now. Wow.
Oh, there's another. Oh, there's a third Avatar series coming.
What?
Huh?
I was gonna do Korra like down here, I'd say.
So what was that all about?
Is there not a? There's a third Avatar? When is that coming out?
I think there may have been some misunderstanding of what the list was.
So we got Avatar, Last Airbender.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, and you got Clone Wars, which is getting new ones, and then
something.
Yeah, I don't know. Korra's okay. It's not even close to this. It's not even close to this. Not even close to this or this. But I watched it and it was okay.
Yeah, like with my list, I know it's like number 1, Pony. Number 2, question mark. Number 3, Prophet. It's like after Pony, it's like whatever. It's kind of a variable.
Yeah.
Because I really haven't been watching that much the past couple of years. Because I keep meaning to do stuff for YouTube, but it's like I just haven't get around to it, you know?
Do this right here. And this. Do these. These are the best.
Gravity Falls is on my list along with Steven Universe.
I've heard mixed things about Steven Universe more and more, where like the first season's like and then it kind of like it goes like
things started to kind of,
and then it goes and then
after
it kind
a certain
of
episode things started to kind of, after a certain episode I heard things were starting to kind of die.
This is a graph right here.
I think it was the enthusiasm.
I've heard it's kind of controversial, and they kind of like backtrack a bunch of times, and it's kind of stupid.
That and then let's just say its update schedule is sporadic at best.
So definitely do this first, and this, and then this.
Well, I figured I'd bunch Gravity Falls and Steven Universe together for like the first batch of stuff to review.
I did this too, Gumball. That's okay.
There have been mixed reactions. There have been mixed reactions from what I've heard across the board.
For Gumball. Yeah. It's off and on. I think it's kind of with Korra. Korra's like okay, but there's like a lot of like sappy romance, and it's like just get to the action, and then they kind of ruin it at the end. So it's like it's a bunch of like mixed feelings. But the tech is cool. You get tech. You get 1 check for tech, 2 techs for action. Half a check for bad guys. Uh, half a check for lore.
Yeah, I think from what I've heard, Corin's like in that realm of okay, but tends to wobble a bit here and there as far as general quality goes.
Yeah, it's kind of like
nowhere near as solid as the first series.
No. Like it's like it goes the first season's like this, where it's kind of like slow, and then it goes, yeah, it's better. And it's like, and then
season 2 happens.
Yeah, season 2 is like this, and then it comes back out for 3, and it's getting good, and then it's getting good, and it kind of goes, Because you get all the way to the final battle, and you're like, and then, yeah.
Oh, great, the chart maker's drunk.
Let's see, okay, the graph for this is basically like this. Maybe it's like this. No. It's kind of like this.
Yeah, like a slight dip for season 3.
Yeah. It's kind of, I think it's like this, to be honest, like this.
Yeah.
Graph would be like that. Gravity falls, right? Okay? It's just like this.
Just like a vertical line.
Solid hundos. It's a solid hundo. Like there's like maybe one like that. Maybe 2. But that's it. It's like a perfect line. But this right here, in pony knowledge, right? In pony episodes, it's like this much.
Right.
Because this is 2 seasons.
And that's it.
This is like freaking almost 8, so.
Yeah.
So it's not really fair, because like Gravity Falls is just 100% all the way up, because it's like so short.
True.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
At the same time, it didn't fall into the same trap as Simpsons and Family Guy do.
Oh yeah, Simpsons. I've never watched it. Don't really want to. Never really cared, because it just doesn't look like anything I'd want. I don't know. It's just I don't like that type of humor. I don't like satire too much. Well, I like satire, but I hate when it's super detrimental.
Yeah.
They're basically falling into the trap where they've kind of outlived themselves.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. They become unwholesome, and they just, I don't know.
They're just making episodes for the sake of making episodes at this point.
Yeah. The graph for this one right here, this one is like this one is kind of like, it's slow, and then it's like, whoa. No, wait, not that much. It goes, then it ends right. Oh wait, and there's a dip right here. It ends right here. This is the beach and the theater episode. Those suck. Okay, just don't watch those.
Ah, yes, the obligatory beach episode. Truly, they were mimicking the anime style.
Basically, actually, there's a theater episode that's way worse. The beach episode is actually kind of good.
Oh, you mean the
Ember Island Players?
kind of recap episode?
Ember Island Players?
Yeah.
Ember Island Players. That's what it's called. It's basically.
Yeah, also the obligatory recap episode.
It's a recap episode, yeah. And it's stupid.
Again, perfectly mimicking the anime style.
Basically. Except it's Western, everything else.
Yeah.
And so, this one, right? This graph, right here.
Funny, I thought The Great Divide was the worst episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Which one?
Funny, I thought The Great Divide was the worst episode for Last Airbender.
Ooh.
We do not speak of that episode.
Yeah. You haven't even seen the episode.
I've seen the reviews.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people talk about it.
Yeah, the Great Divide and the theater episode are the worst by far. The Clone Wars right here, so these are the seasons. It's like, There's like 6 seasons, I think. There's like 1, 2.
I'd say Ember Island players would be just a notch above Great Divide.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I thought Great Divide was like, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, okay, this is Clone Wars, right? We start like here because it's low, right? And then it's got like, the thing about Clone Wars is it goes like this a lot. And then there's like, and then it goes like this. And then it goes like this. And then it kind of goes like this. Actually, it's kind of like this. So like,
I saw you doing the up down line. That's like, wow, look at that medical chart.
yay.
Doctor, his heart rate's spiking.
We're losing him. Clear.
It's like,
Can I take a nap?
boom. And no, this is actually what's happening to the show. They actually revived it. They revived it. We got the pulse again. And then this is Rebels for me. This is Rebels. This is the same chart for Rebels. That's the chart for Rebels. That's.
So not that good, huh?
It's just really mediocre.
Huh.
Like this is the Ahsoka with Darth Vader episode, and like this is where they attack a ship, and then this is like the finale, and that's about it.
Huh.
Like this is filler. Maybe you get like a okay one. There's like a Biggs episode, which was kind of cool, where it was talking about like Biggs being a TIE fighter pilot and stuff like that. It's like, that's okay. All right. Gumball. That's just kind of like this. It's really hit or miss.
So basically a 50-50 chance whether it's a good episode or not.
Basically.
They used to say that for Adventure Time.
Oh, Adventure Time. Yeah, I'd kind of given up on both. Like, I tried Adventure Time for like half a season, and then I just kind of like, eh. And then I looked at how many seasons there were, and I'm like, eh.
I'd always meant to get into Adventure Time, but I never got around to it.
It's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it again.
Maybe out of curiosity as to several things that end up happening. Like apparently he loses his arm at one point, so it's like I kind of interested in how that came about.
I got you, fam. That's how.
Arguments.
I have no idea if that was actually how it was.
Very informative.
Yes. Oh, by the way, the Star Wars: The Clone Wars is
A kids show.
But there's lots of this in the show, too.
also hope the microphone's picking me up okay. I kind of have it off to the side.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except there's no blood because it's a lightsaber. So it cauterizes it. So you're good. There's no blood. But this happens a lot. They're like, ouch, I'm dead. And then Obi-Wan has a love story. What more could you want?
I think we may have gotten sidetracked a bit.
It's good.
Yeah, I was trying to get the show. Yeah, I was trying to get the show on the road.
A cheat sheet.
Anyway, I would like to welcome everyone. Anyway, after a messy start, I would like to welcome everyone back to Yoda Soda Creations, the podcast, which is basically a podcast where we're talking this time of what recently dropped, and thankfully, and yes, season 8's back on. Season 8's back on. The only downside is there was a bunch of leaks that happened throughout the previous month. So I had to do some research to figure out which episode was next, and thankfully it wasn't too hard.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that. You know, all of those spoilers and all that junk.
Yeah, and of course now we have Australia getting episodes early.
Thanks, Australia. Like, semi-thanks to semi-not thanks because you're ruining it for me. Now I gotta choose. Do I watch them now or do I be legit? You can't do that to me, alright? That's too much of a temptation, mate. M8.
It happened a lot last year. But yes.
Yeah, it's like, there's always something every season and that just like ruins it for everyone.
Yeah, it's always Australian. Why you gotta do this, Australia, please?
Anyway, matter of principles. I'd say it's a bit of a step up from the last episode, which was the Mean Six, the mid-season finale. That episode was kind of meh.
Yeah, lots of wasted potential there.
Definitely. I think, yeah, they kind of dropped the ball. Like, they had the ball here, right, in their hoof, and then it was like, oops.
They left the ball at home. Like, you can honestly see that nothing really happened.
And then this episode, they like did this with the ball. They're like, "Yep, got it again." I think they kind of put every character everyone wanted in this episode. They're like, "You like Discord? We got a Discord. You like
Trixie, she's there too.
Yeah.
And as usual, Discord is hilarious.
Okay. He comes around near the end, right? For me. Near the start, I was a little confused because I felt like he literally went back to like season, like when he was first introduced to Discord, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I also kind of felt that. But at the same time, it's still pretty funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, for me, Discord kind of bounced all over the place. Like, at first you get that early Discord feeling, and then you get a couple of generally funny gags. And then it starts happening.
What starts happening?
How should I put it? How's the stream rated? It's
PG.
Okay. Discord acts like a colossal jerk and endangers the students.
That's true.
It's like earlier stuff fine.
I thought she was gonna turn him back to stone or something for a sec there. Didn't you? When Starlight lasered him?
No, that's too technical for Starlight. Starlight's all about the maximum power.
That was really Kingdom stuff right there.
It was like this. It was like.
And Diet Twilight Kingdom.
Dad, do you think?
But yeah, it's. I want to like this episode, and definitely better than the last one.
What's holding you back?
Just a general bit with Discord and a little bit with Cranky, like just.
I just gloss over Cranky usually. I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Honestly, I kind of wish they skipped over that and let us actually see how Vaughn was teaching class instead.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. I guess you're right. I guess you're right there. I guess you're right. There is a bit of mixed potential, but at the same time, there's still a few funny bits.
Yeah, and of course, Discord was the source of several of those. I can honestly say I never expected to see a banana phone, but there we go.
I like how Trixie kept going along with it. That was funny too.
Yeah, and of course the hello, fellow kids. How do you do, fellow kids?
Oh, they had to. They had to.
They had to.
Hello, how you do, fellow kids?
It took the both of you to actually point that out. Sadly, I don't watch. Sadly, I haven't seen 30 Rock, but I do know it from the fact that I heard Alabama was in it.
Yeah, it's like if you've been on the internet for a sufficiently long enough time, you know the joke.
Yeah, I've never watched that show, but I know that joke just because everyone posts that when you're being a stupid person on the internet. You're like, hello, fellow kids. Yes, I'm very hip. I'm very up to date.
Damn memes.
Yes, very good. I am fellow kid as well.
And of course, I like Spike this episode. He was just like perfect.
Yeah, Spike was good. I didn't notice that. That's a good one.
It's also good to note that they always remember the wings.
Good, yeah, and he was using them way more too.
And this episode also proved that Ember had a point. You put Twilight, its main on Starlight, and they're looking almost exactly the same.
I thought it was the last. I thought what? I thought it was an old episode, wasn't it?
Well, no.
Oh, I got you. Sorry, I went over my head.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
no, that's my fault.
Yeah, there was a scene. There was a scene early on. She walks into her room and Discord's there, and at some point he
talk about how Twilight would be so disappointed in her, and then slaps the Twilight main on the Starlight, and it's like, took a moment. It's like, whoa.
Whoa. When it sinks in. The revelation. Weird book, by the way, if you've ever read it. Revelations.
Nope.
It's a good read. It's a good read. Pretty nuts occasionally, but definitely a must read. They got some pretty cool stuff in there. They got giant locusts and stuff. Good. Anyways.
Dr. Wiley's.
Wait, what?
Look out! They come directly from Dr. Wiley's.
Yeah, basically.
You just reminded you reminded me of his South Critic episode. He was reviewing the Avengers, not the Marvel one. It was based on an old TV show, and there was one point during the movie where these CG robot bugs come out, and he was like, "Look out! They come directly from Dr. Wily's."
Oh. I think Flurry Heart's gonna be sitting down. I don't have any reason why, but she's gonna be clapping. Noodle arms. Those are her hands, by the way. That's her watch. Perfect. Done. Ship it. They kind of always have a belly on them for some reason.
Going back to the character appearances. At least they weren't important. Because if there was more of Iron Will, I would have more hate towards him.
That's true. I'm surprised how many characters I fit in this episode. I'm like, oh my gosh. When I go back and think about how many characters there were, it was like, oh, there were a lot.
They were used enough to a point where they're funny, but not to a point where you're basically like, okay, I don't want to see this guy ever again, or girl.
Yeah. And of course, there's all the callbacks that were in this episode.
Yes, Princess Spike, Bloom and Gloom's Slice of Life as well.
Yep. And I don't believe we've seen an Ursa Major since Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah. They had to do it. He had to do it to him.
I could only somehow.
That's a hoof right there. That's a good one.
I was saying to myself when that happened, if Tevis was in the room, she would be like,
okay, that like triggers some major PTSD, wasn't it?
Deja vu.
Deja vu. I've been hearing this one. Deja vu. I've been here in this place before. Higher on the streets, and I know it's my time to go.
I still need to get around to watching the Initial D. Yeah, between that and Odyssey, that's where I got my love of Eurobeat. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah, okay, back.
I think this is the second time they had a scavenger in the show.
The what?
I think this is the second time they had something like a scavenger hunt in the show.
What was the first time?
When Cadence is, the one where Pinkie Pie knows, where Cadence and Shiner were basically announcing the arrival of Flurry.
You got me there. You got me there.
Completely forgot about that episode.
It wasn't a bad episode. It was just, yeah.
Oh, when you have so many episodes, it tends to blur together after a while.
Exactly. I wasn't blaming you for anything, no. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. A lot of times, I need to go back eventually and just rewatch a bunch of episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I plan on eventually going back and reviewing every single episode.
Ooh.
Probably like after the season ends, you know.
Yeah, probably.
That way, I don't like start in the middle of this season and then have to work my way backwards and then even further back and.
No, thank you.
Yeah, probably get to start at a quiet point in the run.
think in general, I'm surprised at this episode. I mean, so it's been a little slow, would you admit, so far? I think this is a little uptick. What do you think? I think the stakes are up a little bit.
A bit, and we're getting to see more of the school.
Exactly, that's what I mean, sorry. We got more of the students. We got a lot more of the students, which I like. And I'm liking them a bit more. You know, I'm not just, blindly accepting them now. I got a little bit of an opinion on all of them.
Yeah.
Most of it's good, I'm gonna be honest. Not all of it, but most of it.
Yeah, really liking the students so far. Yona is best yak.
Basically, yes. Best yak. I even like the surfer dude guy, sort of.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Gallus?
I'm liking the nerdiness of the changeling because it kind of shows that she's trying to make up for maybe the shortcomings. Yeah. I still need to get their names. Their names are actually pretty complicated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got Ocellus and stuff like that.
It takes some time.
I need to do my homework. What am I doing? Making Star-Lord helmets, that's what I'm doing.
We also learned that apparently Discord can craft really good illusions also on the map, and apparently ghosts are canon now.
Yeah, so he can literally wreck the map for them.
Yep.
What if it was always him? New theories.
At the same time, it wouldn't be the first time they actually did a ghost of the image, because if you remember Heartwarming Tale, technically that was a story, but they still did it.
Oh yeah, true. Wow, that's a good episode. Yeah, I still forgot that point.
I immediately flashed back to the SpongeBob food inspector. We've been duped, bamboozled. We've been Spazictron McSpeckledorf. I don't even know what that is, and I agree with you.
Also canon for Equestria, long distance phone plans.
The sad thing is, right when they announced, right when they had all of the ponies come in, right, all of the main six come in, and they're all flashing. I'm like, they're all going to be gone, and we're only gonna, we're not gonna see what they see. I immediately got, I'm like, well, yeah, they're just getting rid of the main six.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
I was basically going to say the map is basically being used as the main six be gone away. Away with you.
Well, at least it's an established plot convenience device.
That's true.
Yes.
It wasn't random. It's like, hey guys, remember, it wasn't just a hey guys, remember this. It was a, oh, it's this again. Oh, all right.
Also, Twilight knew who to turn to run things soldiers away.
She'll be like the Shield or something where she has a bunch of plans, but they still get her in the end. She wasn't expecting something.
Yeah, I like how
You got this.
We got this.
They kind of go back to the bit where she asked Spike why he wasn't in charge. And it's like, oh no, after last time, no, please no.
That was a good Princess Spike callback.
Yeah. Like even he knows he should not be in charge.
He's humble. Wow, he's grown.
It's a sign of how mature he's gotten. He knows his limits.
Spike dragon, best dragon. Spike Best Dragon. Is there a Dragon of the Month award?
There should be.
Yeah, I would. I know who's getting my vote. They trying to look up pictures of the backgrounds of the school. The school is so detailed. Holy smokes! I'm gonna draw one of the hallways or whatever. Oh my gosh. This is a really detailed school. Like, the new backgrounds are like really colorful and super polished. You know, that's something I noticed in this episode. Just again, the art style is still stellar, and they're showing off new backgrounds like every episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the backgrounds aren't as simple as they used to be. If you go back to season 1, it's like stunning sometimes how simple they are. They're literally like, you know, a box, and then, you know, they just walk by it. Like, oh, okay. Now it's like I'm freeze framing this episode right in the background. There's so much moving stuff in the background. Like, there's like just one scene I have here. There's like a smelly cheese with smelly scents going around everywhere. There's lily pads floating in the water. There's rain in the background. It's literally everywhere. Everything's animated.
Yeah, it like kind of shows just how much the show has evolved since its beginning.
Shows how much strength they, or how much power they have over their kind of the soft animating software they have.
Yeah.
Well, the upgrades every year. We love them.
The little touches everywhere are nice too, with like the cutie marks that are hidden away in some parts of it. Oh, I was going to talk about this. I'm going through the episode again. Starlight has a new hologram.
Huh?
So we've seen unicorns do magic with like holograms before. There's a new version, Starlight's version, which is definitely the most up to date, where it's like this super nicely animated hologram. We've got like the Echo Base version where Twilight did like when they were trying to catch Fluttershy. Remember that? They had like the Echo Base looking hologram where it's like this. It's just vectors basically.
The grid from Bats?
Yeah, it was like that. And she's like, we need to go here, and then 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 here, and here, and here, and here, here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and then we'll be here. Yeah, and then we'll find Flutterbat. But Starlight is like, boom, put up a shield, and then it's like nicely animated ponies. This is a pony, by the way. And then they have the watch thing. Yes, that's a bear pony. What is that?
I was about to say a Dalek.
Perfect. Oh, she's got 5 arms. Yeah, and it's all animated. It's like... Yeah, so that's fun. They had to make a bunch of extra background shit for that, I'm guessing.
Honestly, I don't remember that bit.
It's when she's explaining how the little wristbands work.
Oh yeah, right.
Near the end.
Well, I think
We get a lot of the...
So I think of a shift more like a cloud, the more I think about it.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I have 2 episodes worth of stuff in my mind today, so you know.
Yeah, it's like a blue aura. It's really fancy though. It's really fancy. Starlight's decked up again. Oh, I forgot her ear floof. Ear floof.
And speaking of Philly, she didn't snag back. I wasn't expecting her to. When she had that worried expression before a commercial break, I was almost expecting her to opt out, but she didn't.
Oh, to leave?
Basically.
Okay, bye. No thanks.
But no, she stood. No, she didn't sit back. She stood up.
I'm liking this.
And she didn't take it. And she didn't take it as her fault. She explicitly states that it's Discord's. And then, given that I'm pretty sure we all know that all along.
It's your fault. I blame you. So Starlight gets some development, which is good. Discord gets some undevelopment. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, it just seems like a bit of a step back for Discord.
Yeah, he ends about the same place he started.
I don't know. I don't know. Has there been an instance before where someone felt left out in the show?
I don't think I'm betting so, but I don't think so drastically. You know what I mean? I don't think they went to such lengths in the other episode to literally ruin their lives.
Yeah, like the only other episode I can think of where the plot was kind of driven by someone feeling left out was the what about Discord? In that case, it was Twilight and missing out on that whole joke thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Discord's really that's a bit
of a struggle, but at the same time, it's still pretty funny.
Yeah, okay, so I think what happens is Discord is kind of like it can sometimes be like AJ, where you know AJ always backtracks usually, whereas Discord kind of has the backup of being funny usually. You know, so if something's kind of not working, he's just funny, which works out for most people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like there's a lot. Funny chaos, yay. Seemingly to be more malicious chaos, not yay. And this episode toes that line very hard.
Yeah. I liked your point of him literally threatening kids. Like he actually could have hurt somebody.
Yeah, it's like an Ursa Major and a bugbear.
Yeah, and they don't seem to be visions because they I don't know, maybe they are. He's that bitter, basically.
Yeah.
He's such a sore loser. Why did the sore loser get so much power?
Where are their wings, is my question.
Yeah. Starlight's gonna end up with wings. Watch.
No, I'm talking about the drawing.
Oh, shoot.
I never noticed that.
They get jetpacks, alright?
Sounds legit.
Yeah, is that a comparable replacement? I mean, they don't get in the way all the time. They're faster. You don't have to preen them.
On the other hand, you have to refuel them from time to time.
Exactly, but you refuel yourself all the time, anyways. And the thing about a jetpack is it stays refueled. You know what I mean? So, like, if you eat something, right? I eat something like a bowl of fruit. it's literally just wasted there if I sit and just, it just sits there and is wasted. Whereas if I fill a jetpack up, right, it's sitting there ready to be used constantly till I'm ready.
On the other hand, with the jetpack, it's probably recommended that you do not fly indoors.
Well, depends on how confident you are. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. They get small wings, okay?
A lot of times I usually see them as fillies.
They're not fully developed wings, no. Perfect. Okay, moving on.
There we go.
So I like the students' reaction, and Discord basically got what he wanted. It's like, no, why? No! It's like,
bad Discord, bad.
I'm with them on this one. Like, don't reward him.
Yeah, Starlight, the whole lasering him was like, yeah, he kind of deserved that. And apparently you can banish Discord from areas, because, like, that would have been handy earlier on.
Yeah, but you can only banish his body.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I best making him intern.
Yeah. Yeah, he just an intern. Go get me coffee.
No, he has to go get Spike coffee.
Ah, that's pretty low. I was okay. So this came up. Okay, can I read this point? It's a big point, but it might take us a while to get through.
That's fine.
In this episode and stuff like that, especially, they kind of do the whole. They know every magic spell. They just need to at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm reading the Harry Potter series again, and it's kind of fun how if they don't know a magic spell, they just don't know how to do it, right?
Right.
And usually they have to like research how to do something for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they want to do a spell, it's not like a on-demand thing where like Starlight, she's like, I'm gonna banish him, and you just like, oh, okay, I guess she knew that spell the whole time.
Well, I think in that case it's more of a basic concept and apply as much power as possible, as is the Starlight way.
It's American way right there. That's like how we won the war. We're just like, we got guns, yeah, make 1 billion of them. Are they the best guns? No, but we can make 1 billion of them. Perfect. I made that awkward shaped circle slightly less awkward, but it's still an awkward circle. Starlight. Sorry, what?
You reminded me, by the way, of the age spell, which is usually a higher level of unicorn sort of thing.
That could be it. Why is there 1 dot? You see that 1 dot right here? There's 1 dot right here that's on a different layer. See this?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Actually, I had a thought with how Starlight's doing all this stuff. It's just an idea, but because she's self-taught, basically, as long as you don't tell her she can't do something, she doesn't know she can't do that.
Whoa. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'll accept your logic. Logic accepted.
It's like, oh, banishing Lord of Chaos. No one says you can't do that.
You're gone. Okay, bye.
Or even her MacGyvering the time travel spell utilizing the map. It's like, who thinks of that?
Her, apparently.
Exactly.
So it kind of brings up the whole, is she more powerful than Twilight type of deal. Because we haven't seen works of power done by Twilight recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, she's been pretty powerful, I guess.
Okay, there you go.
It's kind of weird. I keep thinking about like the styles of magic between Twilight and Starlight, and it's weird. Like it seems at first they start off as more technical spell users,
Yeah.
or whatever with it, but then gradually they start just like pouring as much power into a single spell as possible.
And it works.
Which I think it is kind of like how Starlight was beating Twilight during her season finale.
Okay. So you think Starlight maybe has about the same power but less focus?
It's more about their usage, really. At least it's back then, anyway. Like, Twilight was just blasting things, and Starlight was being more technical with her magic. That and dodging. Dodging goes a long way.
I like blasting things.
But it seems like ever since she reformed that she's been more brute forcing the magic,
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, she's still kind of creative with it, but not to the same extent.
We saw her flying with the magic again recently. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's always nice when they remember stuff like that,
I don't think that's the purple you want to go with.
Not good.
Are you seeing any? Are you seeing the reference? Do you have a reference image up or something?
No, I'm just looking. Well, yeah, I do. I'm just glancing at it though, like that maybe. Yeah, maybe it's a bit darker.
It's a bit more purple.
See that?
That's closer.
I think it's lighter, actually. It's kind of lighter purple. It's like that.
Yeah, you're getting there.
But then again, with Starlight, it probably has to do with her tendency of her tending to overdo things.
Yeah, that's what it is, I bet. I think... Did Twilight ever have that? She kind of... Twilight would usually do one really powerful spell that would mess up a lot of stuff. Like... And it seems like Starlight Glimmer does one, or does like a bunch of little things that combine to make something bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So less thought out, or really thought out, I don't know, maybe she thinks of all these random spells to fix one small thing, basically. Which sort of works, but doesn't always, I don't know.
Or combining several spells together, like, what was it?
Are you thinking of every little thing she does?
Yes.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. I'm liking her changes. Starlight stayed the same. She didn't revert much, you know what I mean? Not as far as Discord. She wasn't panicking either. Like she kind of took getting the whole school dropped on her head pretty easily. You know what I mean? And she took it as like a challenge, not as something like she can't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's because it's kind of really surprising in it's like the accelerated growth rate that character growth rate that Starlight's been getting. Because like, yeah, it's like words.
Words, stupid words.
But yeah, it's, I'd almost say that they're going too fast, but yet it still seems to work.
Yeah.
Enough.
I know what you mean, I think, where they're almost rushing it, but not quite. I don't know.
Well, they found it's kind of a sweet spot as far as pacing goes for her growth.
They're kind of accelerated her because they don't have as much time with her.
True.
I mean, they haven't had as much time. Nowhere even close. Which is understandable. I mean...
Of course, also has to do with the fact that she's Twilight Sparkle 3.0.
Basically.
Or whatever version we're on.
But what is Twilight on?
Who knows at this point?
I think she's you're trying to. I think she's basically the Prime. I don't know if you're saying. I don't know if you're trying to refer to either Sunset or Science Twi from Equestria Girls.
Well, Sunset Shimmer is at 2.0, but then we started getting Moon Dance would be like 0.5 or something. The number gets all weird the further you go along.
Throwing a monkey wrench in the whole thing. They've had too many Twilights.
Yeah.
But she's the most interesting archetype for a character. Usually, you know, it's not Apple Horse or something, you know, it's like, I'm Apple Horse.
Yeah, let's just hope that if they make any more versions of Twilight, they have a slightly more original naming scheme.
I am Apple Horse 2.0. I am not like original Apple Horse, trust me. Yes. I have very many, I like strawberries. I think, oh, by the way, did you see the trailer for the Equestria Girls episode at the,
Yes!
Oh my. I kind of flipped for a sec there. Did you see that, Alex?
Yes. Fascinating.
Fascinating.
All the hype.
Isn't it like 2019 or something when it's coming out, though? It's like, how dare you?
Hey, we're getting more content. Be glad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad, but I mean, it's like putting like here's.
And at least we're where it's coming this time. We're getting Roller Coaster Friendship pretty much came out of nowhere.
They're like, here's a cookie, guys. Look at how good it looks. It's a good cookie. And they're like, wait a second, that's a year in the future. Ah, oh, shoot. I gotta wait a year.
So what? It's oatmeal raisin. Deal with it. It's a cookie.
It's a cookie, yeah. It better be freaking peanut butter.
White chocolate macadamia nuts.
Yeah. Yes.
Just me, huh?
Hard times. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We gotta ask the Russians to steal it for us. Like, Hey guys, there's a pony episode, and I just really got to see it like now. So just can you like find it on some servers or something?
Hey, the best things are worth waiting for.
It's got to be like done already, right? It has to be. Like it looked like from the trailers, it looked basically done. You know.
I think they only do that when post production is usually the norm.
We'll see. How long?
For all we know, that may have been like the first, but they did like. Because you always know, they always like start off with like a concept, and that may have just been like their concept bit up right there.
Yeah. It's a good concept. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
I hope. Here, let me do another graph, guys. So, I hope this is how the episode goes. We got the start and the end, right? We got this bit. This bit's in Equestria, like a human Equestria, right? And then this bit is in Ponyland, right? And then this bit is back in the human world. I mean, this was what the runtime should look like right here.
Yeah.
What I'm guessing it will be like is going to be like this. This is Ponyland, and this is horse human world.
Hopefully it's not that.
Yeah, because this is what they did last time with the with the last one we got. So like, hey guys, you wanted Celestia and Sunbutt point 2. Yeah, you get like 2 minutes of them together. Like, oh.
Right. I mean, what we got was good, and it does help that special had a plot to kind of support it.
It was a good plot. It was a better plot than the more recent one we got, yeah.
Better than Roller Coaster. Yeah, better than Roller Coaster.
By far, yeah.
Better than Roller Coaster and the trilogy.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and the good... I'm not denying that it was good stuff, right? It's good content, right? And I'll take good content when they got it, right? But I mean, if you got some good content, why can't you have more good content? You know what I mean? You see what I'm getting at?
Because more good content costs money.
I'll pay for good content. No.
Shut up and take my money.
I will pay.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, unless you're paying the studios themselves, not much you can do about it.
Dag nabbit. And yes, I know this hair isn't perfect, but I'm gonna make it cartoony, right? This is a simplistic version of him, okay? Even more simplistic than normal.
With or without this stripe?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the stripe. Hang on a second.
Okay, because I got the feeling some people were gonna be like, wait, is it a younger sister or is it Flory?
Yeah, there we go. Whee! I hope you guys don't get seasick. I'm taking you to the crazy train.
Colin, you brought up something earlier about Spoiled Rich.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that I watched the Dr. Wolf review of it, and they brought up the fact that if Frankie was replaced by Spoiled Rich, then the actions would make a bit more sense. The overly demanding in spitting in people's faces is like, I could see that from Spoiled Rich, Cranky, not so much.
Yeah. I agree with that totally.
At the same time, though, it was pretty funny.
Not really.
I don't know. It was okay, but
Though I will admit it does depend on a certain point of view. Though I will admit it depends on the point of view.
of course, if you found it funny, I'm not going to take away your funny. You know, it's not like I can take away that you think it's funny.
Right.
Or at least I thought that. Well, at the best I can think. At best I think that was the intention.
Of course, I think that they don't intentionally make things. I don't think. You know, I don't see why they'd intentionally try to make it like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. Oops, I got some in her ear.
Oops.
Whoops, daisy. Look at that.
So I guess only Nix
Nice.
is gonna get the cutie mark.
No, they don't get cutie marks. They still working on them. They're lazy. They're looking for them right now. See, that's what these are for. What do you think they got the wristwatches for? This ain't Fashion Week.
It isn't? Oh, darn, I marked my calendar wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like just getting them. I wonder how you cut.
Final edit layer filter. Select snap color view. Tool. Yeah.
Even now, we're learning new things about this program.
Yeah, I think one of those pull down windows should probably help.
Select. Transform. Oh. Oh.
Oh, there's crop.
Where? Oh, crap. Wow.
Boom.
Boom!
Huzzah!
Ta-da! I kind of just like, again, I kind of just like it like this. Just like cutesy, like chibi. Maybe I'll do a bit of shading, but I think I kind of want to just call it now. You know what I mean? I'll do a little bit darker. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, looks good.
I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Look at this background. Watch.
Suddenly, 4.
Boom. Boom. And then boom. Magic. Magic. Oh shoot.
The magics.
Magic. Boom. Why am I doing this?
Whoa, someone.
I am never going to be happy with this. There we go. Okay, that one's good. I like that one. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Whew. Whew. There's a window. I think that's not actually that bad.
Hmm.
Maybe that one's a bit big. I kind of like that again. Wow.
Yeah, that. Hmm.
Doesn't look half bad, I guess, for like 10 seconds of work.
Where none of it was.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it's surprising how much a few banners will do to liven up the place.
Ta-da!
Pretty good
I
for
feel
keeping
like
it
it.
simple.
Yeah.
It's funny how immediately easy it is. I spent ages on the 4 characters, and they're like okay, and then 2 seconds on the background, and it improves it a lot. All right, I'm calling it.
Okay.
I think we're. So I guess we're in agreement that's a good episode, although some of us have some issues.
I'm gonna have to slap this one with a here's my approval rating, like green. This one's gonna get a solid 8 out of 10. Maybe that's on the background. 8 out of 10. 18 apparently. It's 10.
Yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Like, a few changes could drastically improve it.
What about you, Alex?
I'm with him. A few things could. I'm with him. There's a few things you could add to it, but overall it's a 7.
I'm gonna put it at a 7.5 out of 10 on average. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's the final score for you guys today, guys and gals. Definitely a good watch. Go on out there, smack that like button. It's a watch. I'd suggest it. It's a good thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Ah, that's actually a good thumbs up.
It is. Let's put a. He's got a fingernail. Oh, I undid something. I don't know what I did. Oh, no, that stripe. Fixed it. Okay. I think. What are we shooting for next? What is the next theme for next episode? Do we know?
Going by production release order based on research, I noticed that well, here's the surprising thing. Originally, I thought it was going to be the New Heartwarming episode that was dropped, but a bit of research actually turned things around. So the New Heartwarming episode is next week.
What?
Heartwarming Club.
Yeah.
So that's the next one. We're gonna have another Christmas in August.
Christmas in almost July.
Early July. You missed out. Oh, I accidentally look at that one. That was a good heart right there. I'm gonna keep that one. No. Ooh. It's just a clef. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. That one's like.
So yeah, next time we'll have more fun with the Student 6.
Student 6, guys. It's the new. Is that what we're calling him, right? Yeah, that's the official. That's the official name voted on Equestria Daily.
Well, just flows really well.
Student 6. Student 6. Watch there be a 7th, and then we're like, wow, now what do we do? Out of nowhere. All right, guys.
overall, the episode is a mass improvement from the mid-season finale.
Yeah, but with some room for improvement.
Yeah, the mid-season finale for me, so like this one, to recap, was an 8 for me, right? The mid-season for me was like a 7, right? So like not as good, right? But for you guys, the mid-season was like a 6, you're saying. And this one was a 7.
Yeah.
Well, for me, the mid-season finale, basically, unless later events prove otherwise, can't really rate it because, let's face it, nothing really happened. It was a non-event for me.
Chrysalis was sad.
I think what you were trying to say is that you get the feeling that it's going to lead to something?
Well, if it does lead to something, that'll boost the score for me. But if it doesn't, then it was a waste of an episode.
Harsh, but maybe true. No, Jonas next now.
Especially when you compare it to other mid-season finales.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we've kind of got the standard of the mid-season finale tends to be like, if not highlights of the season, then still pretty good.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. I think it might lead to something.
I'm hoping it does.
Then it will be like, wow, they knew it all along. They got us baited.
But yeah, currently my rating for that one is question mark pending further review.
That's a good review, yeah, I like that one. Pending further review.
Like, we'll get back to that after the season finale.
We'll get right back to you after this commercial break.
And see if it leads anywhere.
Yep.
Is who now?
Or maybe they'll make us suffer and it'll have relevance in season 9.
Oh. Please don't do this to me.
I'm really hoping they don't. Hopefully it'll have relevance. Well, actually, there's several things that could turn out to have relevance for the season finale. Whatever happened with the tree, then they introduced us to the six artifacts for this episode, for like the different races. Like those could play some part maybe, because they named them all off.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's like you're introducing too many plot points, and to the point where, like, I'm sure something's not going to be brought up again. Did I say plot points? I mean, not plot points, but like MacGuffins and other potential stuff for later.
On the downside, Naysayer's going to be back.
Yep.
That's true, that's true.
Mr. He of causing international incidents.
Wow. Oh, shoot, I am out of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad Honey's back, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice boost. It's been, I hope. We'll probably get through the season really fast, though, which is kind of sad. You know what I mean? As if it keeps going like this, where we get like 3 episodes every weekend.
Well, I think it's supposed to go. Isn't it supposed to go back up to standard 1 per week, except in Australia?
I think so. Yeah.
Way to ruin it for everyone, Australia.
Yeah. Well, they're upside down, so. You can't expect them to totally get everything. Well, all right. I think that's it. What? So we're gonna be doing Hearthwarming Eve episode next weekend. You guys gotta keep an eye out for that. We'll be keeping a schedule going. So it sounds like we're gonna be pacing ourselves. I know it's hard, guys. I know you want us to review everything all at once, but we can't do that. We gotta make these pony episodes last all summer. So.
Yeah, and unfortunately, due to the double release and lack of time here, we'll always end up being one episode behind the US release.
This is also true.
Unless they take like a week break somewhere, then we can fill the spot.
Actually, for this one, based on research, this was supposed to drop today. Headed up, and of course, for Australia.
Yeah. Thanks, Australia. I do want to warn the viewers. I may or may not in the coming week. I might have 2 weekends coming up where I may not be able to draw for you guys. I may be out and about. This is a little bit out of the ways, though. It'll probably be in September. But yeah, maybe I could game or something. I might bring my laptop along and I don't know, do something.
Ain't nothing wrong with gaming.
Yeah, could put some like Minecraft or something in the background. But yeah, so the drawing will probably continue on its regular schedule, but I might have 1 or 2 weekends where I'm, maybe out and about and don't have my giant, massive 2-foot by 2-foot drawing screen that I would totally not bring with me because it's like 30 pounds. Not worth it.
Or we could, Are you gonna? Or we could do the thing. Or we could do the thing that happened when I did my tennis for a week. Do it on Friday.
That's true. We could do it early. Oh, we could have a catch-up weekend.
That is true.
We could do an episode early and then kind of semi-catch up. But I guess we'd still sort of be behind, so hard to say.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Alex, could you close us out?
Thank you all for joining us. I'm certainly glad to be back in season 8, and we will see you next week with the Hearthwarming Club.
Bye.
Bye.